Are you suffering under the weight of lust? Then hear this, because too many men fall into this trap without ever understanding what truly controls them. Lust is not just a passing feeling, a fleeting glance, or a moment of weakness. It is a disease of the heart, a chain upon the soul, and it begins in the smallest of ways. It starts with a look, a thought, an image you linger on for just a second too long. It begins when you make excuses, when you tell yourself it's harmless, when you blame the world, the culture, the people around you, never realizing that what's growing inside you is poison. The world will always give you reasons to fall. The enemy will always parade temptation before your eyes, but no one forces you to look. No one holds your head in place. It's you. You choose what you entertain, and you choose what you allow to take root in your mind. Many men excuse their lust by blaming the way others dress, the images they see online, the culture they live in. But is this not the same voice Adam spoke with when he said to God, "The woman you gave me, she led me to sin"? It has always been easier to blame others than to confront the corruption within our own hearts. Yet every man must take responsibility for the passions that dwell within him, for no sin ever entered a heart without first being welcomed. And this is what too few men are willing to admit, that lust is not merely a temptation of the flesh, but a reflection of what truly resides in the soul. If you claim that the way someone dresses is the reason for your sin, then ask yourself, if your mother, your sister, or your daughter dressed that way, would it awaken the same thoughts in you? If the answer is no, and for any decent man it should be, then understand it is not the clothing, but the absence of love in your heart. Lust thrives where love is absent. Love honors, lust consumes. Love protects, lust defiles. When you look upon a woman without love, you reduce a soul created in the image of God to a mere object, a passing thrill, a disposable pleasure, and in doing so, you strip away not only her dignity but your own humanity. Lust isn't about beauty, it's about control, about feeding a hunger that was never meant to rule over you. And pornography, the silent plague of this generation, is nothing less than the iconography of the enemy. It is the idol of destruction, the image that warps the mind, rots the heart, and binds the soul. Every time you give into it, you strengthen the chains around your own spirit. Every time you click, every time you scroll, every time you entertain it in your mind, you're feeding a fire that will one day consume you. It's not harmless. It's not innocent. It's a gateway to spiritual slavery. Saint Isaac the Syrian wrote that he who does not voluntarily turn away from the sources of temptation will, against his will, become the slave of sin. This isn't theory. It's reality. The more you flirt with darkness, the tighter its grip becomes. And before you realize it, you're no longer a man with desires. You are a man ruled by them. The fight against lust must begin long before the passion awakens. The only way to overcome temptation is to cut it off at its root, to starve it before it can grow, to deny it the space to fester in your thoughts. When you see temptation, do not entertain it. Do not linger. Do not reason with it. Flee. Because the moment you pause is the moment it begins to weave its chains around your soul. And yes, in today's world, the battle is harder than ever. Temptation no longer hides, it hunts. It stalks you on your phone, your screen, your daily walk down the street. But none of these things have power over you unless you hand it to them. You must remember, you were not created for cheap pleasure. You were created for purpose, for leadership, for righteousness, to be a reflection of the living God. And when a man forgets this, when he trades eternal purpose for momentary pleasure, he begins to lose everything: his clarity, his strength, his peace, his future. Lust will lie to you. It will tell you you're missing something. It will whisper that you need more, even when you have everything. And if you listen long enough, It won't just take your mind, it will steal your marriage, your children's trust, your self-respect, and ultimately your place before God. So what must you do? You must starve it. Cut it off. Stop scrolling. Stop giving it space. You don't have to go searching for temptation anymore. It's already searching for you. And the reason you fall isn't because you're weak, but because you refuse to look away. Deny it your attention, and you deny it its power. What you feed will live, and what you starve will die. It's that simple. Replace what tears you down with what builds you up. Fill your mind with wisdom, scripture, and voices that sharpen you, not weaken you. Because if you do not fill your heart with God, the world will fill it with sin. And remember this, a man without a mission, without a calling, is easy prey. Idleness is the breeding ground for lust. Purpose is its grave. A man chasing his calling doesn't have time to sit and drown in worthless pleasures. When your life is full of meaning, lust loses its appeal. When your heart burns for God's will, the world's distractions seem small. So move, get up, build something, strengthen your body, sharpen your mind, feed your spirit. Surround yourself with men who demand the best from you. And when temptation comes, as it always will, let it find a man too busy chasing purpose to even glance its way. You must learn to guard your eyes, because lust enters through sight. The battle is won or lost in a moment, the moment you choose to look or to turn away. Win that moment, and you win everything else. Lose it, and the fire spreads. And hear me, lust is a fire, and you have been pouring gasoline on it for too long. It's time to cut off its air. Let it suffocate. Let it die. True strength is not found in fighting temptation, but in starving it. No reaction, no attention, no space in your heart or mind. That's where true freedom lies. Because where your attention goes, your energy flows. And when you break the patterns that have enslaved you, you will see a new world unfold before you. You were made for victory, and God Himself stands ready to help you. But you must choose to fight. The time is now.